Hey friends, and welcome to Casual Friday. I want to talk about a property that I have listed. We're going to run some numbers, okay, because I am in full mad scientist mode trying to figure out the answer. So this is what we know. The doors and the windows on this house have been replaced in the last 2 years. Now, from my personal experience, an exterior door costs about $3,000 a piece to replace. This house has two. Windows, according to my favorite report ever, vinyl windows here in Des Moines cost about $19,667 to replace a whole house. Now, according to that same report, the average roof in Des Moines costs about $27,500 to replace. However, once I looked into how they were measuring that metric, based on the size and square footage of this house, the cost of roof replacement should be closer to about $11,000. And the roof doesn't need to be replaced. It's been inspected and it is good to go for a solid couple of years yet. It's only 18 years old, and we don't make fun of middle-aged people when we're around me, okay? I mean things, middle-aged things. Besides the doors, windows, and roof, this home has a new furnace, new AC, and water heater, all within the last 7 years. Based on personal experience, those two things can cost about $15,000 and $3,000 respectively. And then finally we get to the electric panel. Now right now the home has an original 1958 fuse box, but the sellers are updating it. And I don't want to spill the beans on how much that costs, but estimates for electric panel replacements tend to come back between $6,000 and $30,000. Let's just split that difference and call it $12,000, yeah? And then another bonus feature of this house is that it's a brick exterior. No vinyl siding to ever update. And according to my favorite report, the cost of vinyl siding in Des Moines tends to be about $18,000. So that's a cost we know that this house won't have for a new homeowner. So when I total all of this up, I'm gonna need a calculator. And so I total all of it up. Oh, you can't see it very well, but it's $84,667 that a first-time home buyer or any buyer can expect to not spend on this house for reasonably the first 5 to 10 years that they live there, because all of these things have been recently updated and paid for by the sellers. So savings is great, but what has the feedback been on this house so far? It's dated. And it's true, the bathroom and the kitchen are original, straight out of 1958. And I think where people are getting caught is that they think the remodel is going to just bust their budget. And thanks to my absolute favorite report, I'm here to tell you that that's not the case. In Des Moines, a mid-range kitchen remodel costs on average $25,486. Now, that is for a 200 square foot kitchen, and it involves all of the things that you'd expect. You would leave the cabinets in place, replace their fronts, add new hardware, replace the cooktop, oven, and refrigerator with energy efficient models, install a new sink and faucet, and replace the countertops, paint the walls, and replace the flooring for $25,000 on a 200 square foot kitchen. Now, this house does have a smaller kitchen, but that just means to do the same remodel is only going to cost a buyer about $13,000. That's not a huge number. And to go to that dated bathroom, per this same report, the average cost for the remodel is about $22,000. $22,344 to be precise. And yes, you'd be doing everything on this list to remodel the standard 5x7 bathroom, replace the tub, replace the shower surround with porcelain tile, new shower controls, replace fixtures, the vanity, the toilet, and the flooring and medicine cabinet. $22,344 on average. Meaning, to get this home updated to where buyers want it to be, the total cost is $35,344. And that's if you pay someone to do it. If you've got elbow grease and DIY skills to spare, you can reduce that number by probably half. So what I need to know is, do buyers want a house with the updated bathroom and kitchen valued at about $35,000? Or do you want the mechanical updates and peace of mind, valued at close to $85,000? If you haven't fallen asleep at this point because you're not a nerd like me and you need to see this house for yourself, give me a call, shoot me a message or an email, because we're looking to get this home sold soon to buyers that want to make it their own.